Hello there, and welcome to a wonderful New Year's Day. Um, and it's 2013, everybody. And I wanted to tell you yesterday I went to the store Books A Million and picked up a brand new New Year's calendar. It's Rabbits by Koo Shadler. She's a graduate from Tufts University in 1984 and draws inspiration from nature and the works of the old masters. You can see on the back all of her lovely, lovely artwork. And I love rabbits, and I love this one in particular. Right there, that's a very nice picture. And I have so much to say today. Like I had so much to say yesterday, but I am going to make it in brief if possible. Now, last night I was on Facebook, and I noticed on one of my best friend's status messages, how do we know if the decisions you make are the right ones? And I answered them by saying that, in my personal opinion, the key is acting 100% if you only feel about 10% right. I've learned from experience over the years, as spacious as that may sound, it's very, very often true. And when my friend told me his story, I, of course, went out of my way to help him as much as I could. Then I went on the Facebook wall of another one of my friends, and this message came up. It was a Happy New Year's to everybody, to another year of uncertainty, natural and man-made disasters, war, poverty, social problems, Obama hating, heated religious/political debates, and everyone's favorite reality show, their Facebook page. Now, as cynical as that may in fact sound, I know this person, and I understand very well why they feel that way. And I understand how many people all over America, and perhaps all over the world, may feel exactly the same way on this New Year's. 2012 was a difficult year for a lot of us. And I'm sure that I actually had some difficulties too, even that I wasn't entirely aware of. But this morning I got up and ate breakfast. And I watched the Rose Parade in Pasadena, California. And I saw all these beautiful, elegant, with flowers all over them. You know, Pasadena always has lovely flowers. A lot more elaborate than that poinsettia you see behind me. And the floats sometimes had these huge buildings representing architecture and art from all over the world. They had Korean dancers. They had Japanese marching bands. They had Native Americans. And they had everybody, and everybody was represented, and there was some promotional material, but there was this whole representation of many people in the world coming together to celebrate the new year. And a troop who had just come back from the Middle East came off this military-themed float, and he greeted his child, who hadn't seen him, and it was a New Year's surprise. And that's when I had two revelations about the new year for me. I don't usually make resolutions, but just some things I want to do for the new year, just to give you some ideas of some things you can do. Of course, as always, it's important you work it out for yourself. Now, number one, thinking of the fact that everybody appears to be moving very fast lately. I mean, very fast in their lives and their work. There's a song by Shaka Khan called Heed the Warning, and it says, if you're moving fast, you can't succeed. How much far can you live with twice the speed? Basically, I think I got some of that wrong. Just how long can you live at twice the speed? And no truer words have ever been spoken. Today, you know, I've reflected this in my video so much. People are working a lot harder than they need to. They're going to school. There's so much pressure in their lives. And then you have the war in the Middle East ending and people coming home. There's concern about other wars. There's incidents like Sandy Hook. And there's copycat shootings. And that comes to my next idea. In 2013, I don't think I did enough last year, even online, to make this statement. I need to do more of what I can do in my power. And again, you can work this out for yourself if you feel the same way I do. To try to encourage as many people in the human race as possible to stop fighting and to stop killing. Stop bullying. Stop shooting people. Stop doing all of these things, everybody. Because when I look out at the sun, when I look out at the snow glistening in the bright sunlight, when I think of the spring flowers that are to come, and the summer trees and the humid weather and the vacationers and all of the happy people and the happy children, why should we still be fighting and killing? Why should we justify it? Why should so many of us justify it by saying, oh, well, we're all animals? I am a firm practitioner of the theory of evolution. That's not the problem. Oh, well, we're all apes. We have, talons in our hands for killing. That's what we're designed to do. Not anymore. Evolution means you evolve, you change, and we have changed. We have no need in our culture to live a life of violence. And I'm going to do everything in my power in 2013, online, anywhere, to make sure that I send and carry a certain message out there so the human beings will stop fighting and that it will inevitably lead to more killing. And I think the first thing we need to do is slow down. Make bigger accomplishments at a slower time instead of making a lot of small accomplishments in a short amount of time. There's nothing wrong with taking time. There's nothing wrong with taking time. I've learned that lesson. I've had to learn that lesson for my own sanity and for my own safety. And I think a lot of you out there would agree. Maybe you need to do the same thing in the new year. So if you out there, like my friend, are questioning in the new year what decisions you're making and if they're the right ones, just remember to heed the warning. Happy New Year. Many positive returns for this year. And everybody, let's go a little bit slower and let's stop the fighting and the killing and the bullying and the cynicism. Let's just stop it. Okay? A lot of children say this. It may sound like a children's song to you, but it isn't. We don't get psychically numbed during puberty. We can choose to or not to. Let's choose not to. We're adults. We've had that time as children where we really want to save the world. Let's do it. And let's start with ourselves and move from there. So again, slow down your life. Be at peace with yourself and the rest of the world. And be good to one another. And that's my New Year's thought for the day. This is Andre, signing out.